Be the change. Be the change. My name is Bibi. My intention being here is to share wisdom that I have attained throughout the years. My hope is that it might encourage you to be the change that you want to see around you and to make the changes that would make your soul happy. Make the changes in your life that would make your life the best life that you could live. That's my hope. Bringing out your power, standing up in yourself, feeling confident, feeling good, having faith, moving in the direction of your purpose, doing the things that you love doing, bringing out your potential, bringing out your passion. Passionate people are the most beautiful people of all. Finding our passion. So I pray, and I always pray for a message of healing or a message of some kind of information that would be beneficial for us humans to know. So let's see. Let's see here what's coming out. Choice. We have choice coming out. What else? Say yes. And death shall not take him. I'm going to have to look at that for a little bit, I think. Or maybe we can talk about, yeah. Okay, so here we go. Choice. Life direction. How you respond. Consequences. So every choice that we have, that we make, that we don't make, something happens with it. So what kind of direction? How do you know what kind of choice to make? How do you know which one is the right choice for you to make? How do you know? Sometimes it's difficult to know. Can be difficult to know what kind of choices to make. So choice. If you have your plan set up and you have your purpose or you have your direction or you have like a plan, you have a goal, then the choices that you make might be something that will take you towards the goal. Wisdom. So, okay then, in regards to the choice that you have to make, when you look back at your life, like what kind of choices have you made before? Are you afraid to make a choice because you might make the wrong choice? Then perhaps you need to look back and see, did you ever make any right choices? Did it ever turn out well for you when you made choices in your life? The wisdom, did anyone else have to make similar choice? Maybe you can learn from them. Fair woman, dealings or relationship with a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. So there might be a woman that you can talk to. In regards to this choice, maybe there's someone who can help you make the best choice for yourself. Choices in life, they come in so many different ways. So what is this choice that we're going to make here? What is this choice that requires wisdom and perhaps dealings in one way with a woman? Okay, so we got the world. This is about ending a cycle, completing something, ending a cycle. So perhaps you went through a cycle of something in your life, and now you have the wisdom that you need to do something else. So you learned something, you went through a cycle, you have been through something that you now see the end of it. Or this can be like, okay, so with the wisdom that you have gained, with everything that was been through, now you can also set out on this new journey into the world. Two of Cups. Perhaps you've been going through life more so on your own, and now you're looking for the soul bonds and everything, and the choice that you make. Perhaps you can choose between the world and a true love connection, or the riches or the wonders of the materialistic of the world, or you can choose with the soul and the connections of the world, which they are going to look very different. So using your wisdom to make a good choice. Also, this is, how do you respond to the people around you? How do you respond? What kind of choice? Sometimes I find the most efficient way to respond is not to say nothing at all. Like, if you don't say nothing at all, then eventually you'll see the intentions that are coming your way. You'll see what they want to hear, because that's what they're trying to have you do. And so choices, how do you respond to what is going on around you? And the King of Swords. So someone with communication. This can also be you getting up in yourself, standing up in yourself. This can be you rising up in yourself, having all this wisdom that you have gained throughout your life, making a choice to bringing your wisdom, your knowledge, your bringing that forward. And this can also be like consequences of choices that we make. It could also be directions, choosing to be, you can choose to be kind, you can choose to be an a-hole, you can choose to be however you want to be on this planet. Choices, how we act, treat others, how we treat ourselves is a choice. So we have choices, and then we have say yes. And this card is telling us, telling you, telling me, telling us humans, say yes. It is far better that you attempt to do something great and fail than to not try at all. This is the color of green, which would be the color of the heart. And so the color of the heart and saying yes would maybe, in this choice that you have, I think that perhaps if you know what would be the outcome if you were using your logical mind, what would you do if you only used your ego and your logical mind? And what would you do if you were listening to your intuition and your heart? Would it be a different choice? Would it be the same choice? Would the outcomes be different? Would it be different reasoning behind why you're making the choice? Would it be better for you to live with the consequences of your choice if you choose with the heart rather than choosing with the mind? Are you willing to suffer the consequences that it might bring if you choose with your heart over your head? No, yeah, if you choose with your head over your heart. Or are you willing to settle into the heart if you choose over the head? So only you can know. Sometimes in life we are more willing to do the logical things. There's nothing wrong with either choice. It's just how you are going to be able to live with it. Are you going to be able to enjoy it? Are you going to be able to have fun and enjoy this here? So however you feel is going to be the best, like what is going to bring your soul alive, what is going to bring your fire into your life, what is going to make you passionate about life, what is going to make you excited to get up in the morning and be proud to talk about it, you want to show it off, and what is going to make you feel like that, and maybe choose something that will take you in that direction. And saying yes, so we have saying yes, and it's also fear sometimes, or oftentimes keeps us humans from doing a lot of things that would be good for us to do. Authenticity, my favorite words to say fast 5 times in a row. Authenticity. So it's far better that you attempt to do something great and fail than to not try at all. And this is an encouragement. Say yes. Be your divine self at all times. If this choice that you have to make, if it makes you, if it's like, yeah, you can make that choice, but when you choose it, we're going to have to change you a little bit Because when you make that choice, you're not going to fit into the rest of the group over there. So we're going to have to change you after you do that. And then, okay, if you're willing to make the change and you don't care if that happens, then okay, it might be a good choice. But if you're going to stand in your authenticity and you're going to stay and be your divine self all the time, listening to the guidance from the Most High, listening to your intuition, you weren't designed to fit into a box, or you weren't designed to fit into that particular image. Like, you weren't designed to be that role over there, or you weren't designed for that. You were designed. So break away from the expectations and fully express yourself in your own unique way, and you will be a magnet for success. And the choice that you make, maybe that is about being authentic or going with the flow, going with the crowd. Are you going to be authentic? Are you going to listen to your own inner wisdom? Or are you going to go with the group and do what the group says? So, standing up in your own truth, making your own choices, bringing in the soul bonds, the true soul bonds, like from heart to heart. It is a beautiful, this is what life is about. Like, when you find connections like this is my opinion. So you don't have to agree with it, or you don't even have to like what I have to say. But this is just my opinion, that when you find people that you can connect with on a level like that, if you find someone that makes you feel at ease, it's easy to talk to, it feels like you've known each other forever, and it's just so weird because it just, everything connects and it's just easy and stuff like that. When you find stuff like that, when you find connections like that, you want to hold on to it, because do you know how many wounded people there are out there? Do you know how difficult it is to find someone who is on the same path, the same wavelength, the same place in the life that you are, looking for the same things, developing the same things within themselves? It can be very hard to find those connections. So when you find them, even if it may incur some fear to go for it, I think that this is a choice that will benefit you for everything, and also be a choice that you can be authentic in, that you can stay and be yourself in. Take care. Okay, so we got the bat, and then take care, because enemies are working against you. This is going to be true every time you walk outside of the mold, I would say the mold, like the moldy. Like, every time you walk outside of that, all the rules and the regulations and all the particular things that you have to do and be and look like to be accepted by these people, and you have to say things in a certain way, or you have to behave in a certain way, otherwise you won't be accepted. And so whenever you bring out your authenticity and you say yes to the heart, you say yes to closing out the cycles of codependency, you're saying yes to closing out cycles of emotional enmeshment, and you're saying no to those things, and you're closing out these cycles. You're opening up for the true authentic bond, saying yes to do to be that. Like, two souls together are so much more stronger than one soul alone. And so to find that and to be able to be authentic in it, when you do these things, there are going to be people working against you, because maybe their belief system is saying different. No, it's not possible for a person to do these things unless they do what we do. No, it's not possible for them to become in a certain way unless they do what we do. At least that's what we've been told once upon a time. So this is why we have to uphold our truth, because our truth over here will crumble. If your truth over there is true, then our truth is crumbling, and we can't handle that. And so authenticity can create a lot of fear in other people, because now their masks are going to be crumbling, their roles are going to be visible, their group thinking, group mentality, their outdated mental concepts are going to be visible. When you show up authentic out there, soul, and you show up who you are, and you trust your intuition, and you bring out the best of yourself, then you are going to trigger almost everyone else that you meet along the way, because most people are not doing those things. And it's not because they don't like you, it's not personal, it's just it sheds so much light on their own stuff that they would wish that maybe they had the courage to be authentic. Maybe they are mad at themselves because they didn't make the choice to listen to the wisdom, to close the cycles, open up for new things, communicate, and be communicative. So they decided to stay stuck in the patterns, and so they're going to not like it when they see someone else who did what they could not do. But that's not your problem. You just focus on your side of the street and just be aware that if things come at you, the reason why it's worth mentioning is because, yeah, when they work against you, what are they going to do? Okay, they're going to make you try. So whenever, here you are, soul, walking out in your purpose, trying to do the right thing, being authentic, showing up for people, being kind to people, helping people understand things, sharing your wisdom, doing all of these things. And then all of a sudden these people, and you're doing the right thing, you're doing it from good intentions because you love people and you want to see them happy. You don't want to see them sad. You know what sadness feels like, and maybe you don't want that on the world. It's such a sad place to be in. So you're trying to bring out some happiness. You're trying to help people smile, make better. And then these people are coming in, and it makes no sense when your intentions are like that, and when you work like that in your life, then it's going to confuse you when people come in and they say stuff to make you feel insecure. So if you have interactions and when they leave you feel insecure, it's a sign, it's a flag, it's a hey, check this out, now they did something. So whenever it changes how you feel about yourself, whenever it changes how you feel in the situation, it's intentions that are coming from the outside trying to change you. So if you are aware and you're conscious within yourself, you're going to be able to notice when that happens, and that's how you can recognize who these people are and what they are doing. And usually they want to make you feel more insecure. They want to make you feel bad about yourself. So they might say something about your looks. They might comment on your name. They might comment on all the things that they can comment on to make you lower yourself a little bit, be a little bit less than maybe you are. Like if you are shining and you're out there, you're going to be shining. That's your job here on planet Earth. And that's the raising the vibration. That's doing the work. It's walking around in the wilderness, doing God's work, showing some different behaviors, showing what it could look like. So you're doing the good work. You're doing the work that is for the most high, for the most good. And so when people come into your world doing all that, and you all of a sudden feel more insecure, or you feel a little uncertain about the choices that you were making, they want to they want to trigger you, push your buttons, so that you don't have the confidence and the stamina and the energy to go out and do what you want to do. So when you realize these things, just ask for protection, extra protection, and protect yourself and release the energies and work on it so that you don't get influenced by them. Because you are the Queen of Wands, okay? So you're showing up with a lot of beauty, inner grace, and female or male, it doesn't matter. Like this is someone holding a lot of, say, righteous power, that holds a lot of righteous beauty, that holds a lot of divinity and uniqueness. And that kind of stuff, you cannot buy it, and you cannot, that's something that you have to earn from the inside out. So someone is doing the work, and the Queen of Wands is a very, very mature, beautiful personality. And so say yes to stand up, and also believe that you are that beauty. Believe that you have that energy. Believe that by doing this work, this is actually how other people see you. And even though you might not see yourself that way, because it's like you walk around trying to do the right thing and people hate on you. So it can be difficult to really understand the kind of value that your work has in this world. But believe me when I say that every act of kindness that you do, unselfishly, everything that you do for others because you want to just make them smile, or just make their life a little bit better, or share your energy in a way that make them feel good, or maybe you have some information that they can be lifted up by, and stuff like that. And when you do that unselfishly, you are drawing in everything that you want. You are drawing in everything that you want, and it comes to you so easily that life is all of a sudden, it's more like a fun game than stressful. It doesn't have to be all the work, and it doesn't have to be all the strenuous stuff. It doesn't have to be all the complications and the roadblocks and all that stuff. You bring out these things within yourself, and your life is going to be so smooth and right in under. So the world, you're ending the cycle of being insecure. You're ending the cycle of being not trusting yourself. You're ending the cycle of not believing in your own wisdom, believing in your own story and your own choices. You're ending that. And out, who comes out? The freaking Queen of Wands is popping out, and that's a good thing. That's a reward for all the work that you put in on yourself. And then we have the Two of Cups, which is the loving bond, which is the soul to soul connection. And right underneath it is the Lovers. And this might be some powerful connection right there in the air. So Whatever work you are doing out there, I don't know what you're up to, but keep doing it. And the Emperor. So the King of Swords is showing up here again in the Emperor, which is logic. It is making plans. It is being diligent. It is a hard worker. It is someone with dedication, with loyalty, with resilience, with keeping to their plan, making plans, having confidence within themselves. This is someone, they're not afraid to be alone. They're not afraid to stand on their own. Good characteristics. And then death shall not take him. So I'm not exactly sure what this particular card is saying in their interpretation, but for me, it is a reminder that life is short. Life is not that long for us humans here on planet Earth. And so whatever it is that you want to do, just do it, because one day you won't have time to do it. And then you might regret it. And if you regret it, you're maybe out of time to do something about it. So if anything, if you had any plans or anything that you have been thinking about maybe doing, or something maybe you wanted to do, but you didn't really do it yet because some kind of fear, because not feeling good enough, because lack of self-worth, lack of all that stuff. Like if that is the reason why you didn't do it, then this is your encouragement to take a look at those things and then figure out how you can find a way that you can do it. Death shall not take him. We all are going to die. Like that is certain. And good is that, because I would never want to be on this planet forever. But we have a limited time on this planet. None of us knows how long we have. And whatever, how do you see yourself when you sit there in your rocket chair by the end of the time, and then you sit there and you look back on your life, and then what do you want to see there? Bittersweet. Life can be very bittersweet. And this is about speaking your mind, speaking your truth, not allowing fear or things to stop you, but this is like allowing your voice to be heard, allowing to communicate around you, say the things that are on your mind the way you want to say it, speak your truth. What is your wisdom? What have you learned in this life? That those are all valuable lessons that you got for some reason. So bring it out there, share it with the world. And there's a wedge. So someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something that you want. So always, not always, I'm not going to say always or never or all that, because it is, but bittersweet can be. So, okay, so you have something going on in your life. Maybe someone else had different agendas on your life than you had, which is some of the choices that you make might not be the most popular choices with other people, which is none of your problems, because you're entitled to, it's your right as a person to have your own life choices, to direct your own direction and doing the things that you do the way that you do it. But someone is, you might want to just be aware that someone might be trying to come between something that you want or someone that you want. So someone might be just in there trying to, I don't know what they do, but they might be in some ways whispering in someone's ear, saying something about the other, or whispering in that, or saying something. People can do that stuff, and they can do all kinds of weird stuff around you. So communication is always smart, to be open and communicative, because between the two, because then otherwise you open the doors for other people to come in and sway the truth, to amend what is going on, and to do all that stuff. So open communication, taking chances and having open communication. Ace of Swords. So ending a cycle, bringing out all of your good qualities there. Queen of Wands, shining, running around there, being all authentic and stuff, scaring the crap out of people, being all authentic, being what? Are you just happy and walking around here being happy and content and shining like that? That is like, what kind of psychopath are you? Right? So but you get clarity. You're going to see things clearly. You're going to see that it doesn't matter what, but people react to it. It doesn't matter. You're going to get the clarity. You're going to be able to see, and you're also going to be able to see who are these people trying to come in between and what are they doing. Ask for discernment. Pray about it. Hey, sweet Father of all, may you please show me who are these people trying to come in between and what is it they're exactly doing? Can you show it to me so I can find my way around it, or so I can work around it? And be sure that you will get answers. So you just have to be quiet enough in your emotions and your mind to hear it. The Knight of Swords. And this one looks like it wants to take action, and there might be the interference because here's someone coming with, running towards a motorcycle, running in there, messenger, taking action. Taking action. Running up towards these people there. And the Five of Cups, the sadness. You want to bring in some sadness, maybe bring out some grief. Bring back some grief. So death shall not take him. We all gonna go. We all agreed on that, or I at least agreed with myself on that. So the Emperor, we got the King of Swords, the Emperor, and the Five of Cups. So someone here is trying to get between something and they're taking action on it. So you just wait for the clarity and then hold on to your connection. Be strong in your connection. Be strong within yourself first and foremost, and the connection, and then the other person has to be strong within themselves too, and then the connection will be fine. And don't allow people to come in and distort your picture of how things are, tell you that this is not true, it's different, or stuff like that. So be strong within yourself and stand up for who you are, what you believe in, your choices that you have made. Say yes to things, and then just keep your little bit of your attention to what's going on the side. Not much of it. Don't send a lot of energy there. Keep your energy where you're headed. Keep it there, and then just notice what is going on. Write it behind your ear, a little note to self. Note to self, be aware these people might say stuff or to try and alter your reality. And that's all you need to do. And pray about protection, pray about being taken care of, and all that good stuff. And Esther and Abraham Hicks, the law of attraction, to say. Scripting. Scripting is one of those processes that we offer to assist you in telling the universe the way you want it to be. You telling the universe the way you want it to be. Scripting will help you break your habit of talking about things as they are. Talking about things as they are will keep them the way they are. And it will help you to begin talking about how you'd like things to be. So when you talk about how you'd like things to be, then you will bring that about. Now you're bringing changes into the way you speak. If you always talk about things the way they are, things are going to stay the way they are. If you speak something else into existence, then you will speak something different into existence. Scripting will help you offer your vibration deliberately. Deliberately creating a fabulous life. Why not? Might as well. We got to do something while we are here on planet Earth anyway. Might as well do that for yourself. And the beautiful light in me, it honors, it loves, and it respects the same beautiful light in you. And until next time, namaste.